Yeah, Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. I don't know that's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And you know, tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest.
It's the pressure fight. Oh, right hand, he hurt him. I mean, Ilia's face is just destroyed.
We literally had him get out of the octagon before the hand's even raised and sent him to the hospital.
More significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just...
I would say definitely not a rematch. I mean, I made him quit on the stool. It sounded like there was... He hurt me, and I think it was 3-1. I've been in 3 rounds to 1, you know.
Just days after his difficult defeat, Ilia Topuria has reportedly shown encouraging signs of recovery. Concerns initially centered on injuries around his eye sockets, but the focus has remained on ensuring a complete recovery before any return to training or competition. While fans are eager to know when he might fight again, the priority is his long-term health and safety. According to the account described, UFC officials were more concerned with Topuria's recovery than discussing future opponents, highlighting the uncertainty that can follow a serious injury and a major setback in the octagon.
No, I don't think. I think if he fights the right fight, he will learn a lot from that. I think Ilia wins the rematch, and that's that's no knock on Justin at all. It's just like obviously Ilia was a favorite for a reason, but yeah, I just think that Ilia, if he doesn't rush as much, fights at a little bit better distance, and then, does what he usually does, sets up nice traps, he'll eventually find him. But yeah, being so aggressive is sort of what cost him, I believe.
UFC just announced...
That's what's so good about... that's what's so good about the story, though, for Justin Gaethje. Like, look at his career, and, it didn't look like he was going to ever actually feel the real undisputed belt. And then he goes and massive underdog White House.
While many focused on what Ilia Topuria lost in defeat, Alexander Volkanovski emphasized what he could still become. His view was that with greater patience, smarter aggression, and more respect for Justin Gaethje's experience, the result of a future matchup could be very different. That is what makes rematches so intriguing. The first fight often exposes weaknesses, while the second reveals who learned from them. However, before any rematch can be seriously discussed, the immediate priority remains Topuria's recovery and return to full health.
God, he's gonna quit. Oh my God, Ilia Topuria, you little bitch. Don't you dare quit like this. I couldn't see, and I carried on fucking fighting because I'm not a little bitch. Ilia looks fucked. Oh my God, you're gonna quit. Oh my God, you quit, you little bitch. Justin Gaethje, man, the ultimate spoiler. I said he was gonna win, didn't I? Oh my God, you quit like a little bitch. My face was worse than yours.
The shots that Justin was landing, and maybe even more impressive, what he endured. Yeah. Those rips to the body, those left hooks to the body were so nasty. He got hurt so bad. He almost got finished. Yeah. It looked like he was going to get triangled. It looked like he was going to get arm barred. It was over and over again. He was dominated on the ground. It looked bad. And for him to come back from that, it makes it all the more sweet. And for him to do this at the White House, there was something about him shadow boxing with the American flag wrapped around him when he was warming up.
Your heart's filled.
You couldn't script it any better.
No, see, I knew what was going to happen to him. Walking forward with their hands down on the opening bell, you're going to get walloped.
People saying that he reminds us of you and all that stuff.
No way, does he? He has the same tattoos, he says the same stuff.
Right in front of you, shit! Right in front of you! Do something about it!
He does the same fucking movements.
Cause the undisputed UFC.
He was going to scream on the thing. I wish him well. He's alright, I like him. Maybe.
This might be 2-2. Ilia Topuria's on the comeback. 2-2? 2-2, I'd say. First 2 to Topuria, next 2 to Gaethje.
We've hardly mentioned his face being beaten, so look at that.
Oh, they're stopping it.
There you go.
Oh, they stopped it. Wow.
Oh, there we go.
The big back foot's coming. He might be too tired for that. No, he's done it.
He's done it. Oh,
he's done it.
As the fight ended, reactions across the MMA community were sharply divided. Some criticized the way Ilia Topuria's night ended, while others gave full credit to Justin Gaethje for executing an outstanding game plan. Many analysts pointed to Gaethje's ability to survive difficult moments, absorb damage, escape danger, and grow stronger as the fight progressed. The result was significant not only because of the victory itself, but because it was one of the first times Topuria appeared vulnerable inside the octagon. Whether that loss becomes a turning point that elevates him further, or a moment that changes his career trajectory, remains one of the biggest questions in the division. Mentions from figures such as Conor McGregor and Paddy Pimblett only added to the discussion surrounding what comes next for Topuria.
I personally thought it was the most amazing sporting event that I have ever watched in my life. Absolutely pitch perfect. You put your heart and soul into this thing. Your organization put countless hours into putting this fight together on Sunday. You've had a few days now, a lot of money too. you had a few days.
I would never say anything. Listen, if you're thinking about retiring and that's what you want to do, it's probably what you should do. But on the flip side, you just beat an undefeated badass, decisively. Finished him, and I don't know, it's just something that he needs to work out with himself and his own mind and with his family, obviously.
Yeah, if it is the way he goes out, it's an untouchable.
Like many champions, Ilia Topuria reportedly wanted every possible chance to continue fighting and change the outcome. However, in combat sports, coaches, doctors, and officials sometimes have to make decisions that prioritize a fighter's well-being over their desire to continue. The point being made is that fighters often push through situations that others view as unsafe, which is why corners and medical personnel play such an important role. Following the fight, attention shifted away from title discussions and toward Topuria's recovery, with questions emerging about whether the extent of the physical damage was greater than many initially realized, and what that could mean for his long-term health and career.
Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up?
What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overruled doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta let them.
Ilia Topuria, I don't know shit about fighting. I said every single prediction. Later in the week, I'm like, damn.
20%. You gave him 20%.
Yeah, no. There was a little bit, but in my mind, I'm like, dude, Ilia is so fucking confident and so sharp and so skilled, and Gaethje's too wild. Ilia's gonna knock him out. I was like set. My mind was so set on that. He just fucking broke Ilia's face. He broke his mental. And that was like, Ilia's at the hospital 100%, probably for the next little while. That was one of the most crazy, inspiring performances I've ever seen.
Did it show on the broadcast Ilia like fainting when they were leaving or not?
Yeah, he was like resting on his brother's arms on the way out, like nearly collapsing into him quite badly. Dude, he's got a broken orbital, broken cheekbone.
Is that confirmed?
I'm confirming it. I don't even know.
You're a doctor.
Based on the fights I've seen and the results that we've had back.
And your medical degree.
Yes, I'm actually Dr. Guru here.
The results surprised many observers because a large portion of the MMA community had favored Ilia Topuria going into the fight. While few doubted that Justin Gaethje was dangerous, many did not expect him to alter the course of the contest so dramatically. Whether the loss had a lasting mental impact on Topuria is something only time will reveal. What was clear, however, is that for the first time in his UFC career, Topuria appeared vulnerable inside the octagon. In combat sports, once opponents see a fighter tested, hurt, or pushed into adversity, future matchups are often viewed through a different lens, regardless of how successful that fighter has been in the past.
Think Ilia's going to try for a rematch?
No, he doesn't get a rematch. He can try, but he doesn't get one.
Wow.
He quit on the stool. He quit twice. I stopped him twice. What else do I have to do? His next challenge can't be me. He needs to fight Patty.
Justin Gaethje reportedly spoke respectfully about Ilia Topuria after the fight, emphasizing that Topuria remained dangerous throughout the contest. Rather than suggesting that Topuria quit or became easy to deal with, Gaethje pointed to a shift in momentum. In his view, the turning point came when Topuria, normally known for applying relentless forward pressure, was forced to move backward and react instead of dictating the action. That change in positioning and control altered the rhythm of the fight and allowed Gaethje to build momentum as the contest progressed.